Hey guys, Grady's mom here with a very small grocery haul, which I had told you guys it would be small this week. And I went to Walmart because we're kind of in the middle of a rainy, cold, chilly, windy day, so I wanted to stay close to home. And also, another reason why it's small is I'm again going through my freezers and pantry and using some things up. So these are a lot of filler items. I'm sure I'll end up going back to some other grocery store or Target in the middle of the week to pick up other things, but this was just a really quick trip, so I wanted to share. At Walmart, I actually found this by accident, just randomly saw it, and I thought of my dad because he has a lot of issues with his hands. He's an electrician, so he's always working with his hands and has been for about 50 years now. So I decided just to pick this up. I don't think he's ever tried it, but I know he's always open to finding new things to help his hands because he has a lot of issues with them. So I'll just send that out to him this week. I also got 2 of these Disney Princess stickers. These are the big packs. There are 174 stickers. I think there's 10 sheets in each pack. And I just got these for a friend of mine who has 2 daughters that love Disney princesses. I just like to pick up little things here and there, whether it's for Christmas or whatever the case may be. This is the time of year that I start doing stuff like that. They were a little bit pricey in my opinion. I think these were close to $5. I think they were $4.97 each. But it'll keep them happy and busy. And I usually get them the same thing so they don't fight. So I got 2 of those. I got some of these Welch's Graham Slams to throw in my husband's lunches. He just likes things like this or the Smucker's peanut butter and jelly. So I got the strawberry peanut butter and jelly. I got a honey because I used the rest of my honey last week on a recipe, so I picked up a new one. I got a tweezer so I can keep it in my little cosmetic pouch in my handbag because there's been a few times that I've needed a tweezer for whatever reason and I keep kicking myself that I forget to carry one, so I picked up a tweezer. I got a cucumber for a salad this weekend. I got some Jimmy Dean. This is a new one. It's Bacon Lover, so it's pork sausage with bacon in it, which I've never had, and I love me some bacon. So I picked this up for a recipe. Got a couple of the ambrosia apples, really, really good apples. A couple organic bananas. I thought these looked really good. They're just the sandwich thin honey wheats, and they're bigger than the other ones, the normal ones, I feel like. So I'm going to do some grilled cheese with these. And just sandwiches. I got a couple things of tomato soup, which we're going to have for lunch today. It's just kind of a rainy day inside. A couple tomatoes. I'm going to do BLTs and use one for a salad. I got a pound of the Solon's deli ham, really good ham, thin sliced for the grilled cheese. 2 things of 4-state cheddar, which we go through probably 2 bags of this a week. I wish they made it in a bigger bag. Got a big thing of organic green kale. This is a big old bag. A white cranberry strawberry juice. A whole milk, I'm going to need to use that for the tomato soup as well as other recipes, some smoothies for Grady, a can of olives for salads, some convenience packs, goldfish for my son's lunches or when we run out really quick, water for the Keurig, some cranberry grape juice, just going to try and see if Grady will drink this. I usually water this kind down with some ice. A big thing of goldfish to bring into my son's classroom. They have a running kind of classroom wish list, and this is one of the things that's always on there are the goldfish crackers, which are not the healthiest, but a lot better than like chips or cookies. I got some chicken broth to use for recipes. I got some, this is the fresh ravioli, not frozen, and it's just the Italian sausage. And it's just a quick convenience thing that I get once in a while. They are more expensive. I think this was like $6. And I like this with pesto a lot and maybe throw in some veggies. And I think that is everything I got. So again, small haul. I'll insert my total here and just stay tuned for my interactive meal plan. Okay guys, so I'm going to get, I have my dry erase board out, which I have to erase. This is last week. And I'm going to work on doing a meal plan for the upcoming week. So I don't do anything fancy. I kind of almost think out loud on paper. So I have, first I wrote down the meats I have to use up, meaning things I already had in my freezer, that I haven't, purchased because I've already had them. So I have 3 pounds of turkey meat, and when my mom was here, we bought the 3-pound package and we portioned them, well, I portioned them into 2 smaller 1.5-pound packages of the ground turkey meat. So I have 2 in the freezer still, or I had 2, and then I used one of the 1.5 pounds to make a crock pot dish that I am making today, which is Saturday. And that, I made enough that I'll have enough to make dinner on Sunday with it. So technically it knocks out the Sunday off next week's meal plan, because I count the week that I start this would be Sunday. I also have a full package of bacon in the freezer that I need to use up. That's just been in the freezer and it's time to use. And then I also had a package of Canadian bacon. It was half of a bigger package, but it's a full-size package. I think it has about 20 pieces. So I have to find a recipe to use the Canadian bacon. And then I'm also going to use the sausage that I showed you guys earlier that I purchased today at Walmart. So again, the 3 things that I've had and 1 meat that I purchased today. And these 4 things will get me through the week, considering this will be leftovers. Then I'm going to work on a pantry list, kind of go through and see if there's anything that sticks out that I need to use up in there, which I'm pretty good, but I just want to still go through it. Now, again, with today being Saturday, let me just take the cover off this. 1.5 pounds of turkey meat is in here. And this is going to end up essentially going over pasta. What you would call it, I don't know. It sort of reminds me of a stoop. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that word, but I know some of the, like culinary people and chefs and stuff, like on the Food Network and stuff, use that word to describe something that's thicker than a stew, or thinner than a stew but not quite a soup, something like that. It almost reminds me of like a white goulash, meaning rather than beef, it's turkey, and rather than tomato based, it's green vegetables. I don't even know if that makes sense. But anyways, that will take care of 1 meal next week. So let me go ahead now and set up my tripod and show you guys how I sort of figure out what to do with this stuff here, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right, so I'm on good old Pinterest. So I'm going to search Canadian bacon recipes first to see if anything comes up that catches my eye. Because there's always stuff that you see on Pinterest that you're like, oh wow, I never would have thought to make that. So usually I start this route and I kind of just I just type in like a keyword of an ingredient that I want to use, and then I sort of scroll. Oh, that's a cool idea. You can do the Hawaiian sliders with Canadian bacon rather than ham. So I'm just going to kind of scroll, guys, and look to see if there's anything that catches my eye that's got Canadian bacon. Then I'm going to click on a pin if I find one and kind of see what the ingredients entail and if I have most of the ingredients and stuff like that. So this is what I do again with like a key ingredient. So I'm just going to scroll through here. If I find anything, write it down or pin it, all that good stuff. So I'm just kind of showing you step by step how I figure out how to use up the things that I have. Okay, so hopefully this isn't too confusing, because again, the way that I do this, I'm not used to explaining it out loud, if that makes sense. So what I do is I sort of think out loud, but on paper, because I'm filming this for you guys. So we left off kind of talking about this, and what I sort of did, again, a lot of thoughts on paper. I found a Canadian bacon hash brown casserole recipe, which most of you guys know. I make hash brown casseroles all the time. I do it with sausage, with ham. I've used regular bacon, but I don't think I've ever done it with Canadian bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and make my normal hash brown casserole, but I'm going to add the Canadian bacon. It has cheese in it and onions. It's really good, and some cream and chicken soup. So I'll make that. It does make quite a bit. And then I'll just do like scrambled eggs or over easy eggs, and then we'll have fruit. So kind of a breakfast for dinner, sort of. P.S. It's going to be a very easy week as far as not stressful. One night, so that's one meal idea. For the second meal idea, we're going to have the leftovers that I showed you guys that are in the crock pot today, which is Saturday. So there'll be enough for leftovers on Sunday, and they'll be even more delicious because they'll marinate kind of in their own flavor overnight. So that's the second meal. The third meal, the bacon, I found a really cool looking pasta salad recipe on Pinterest. It's called the BLT pasta salad. So I'm going to make that with the bacon, and I'm going to do it with grilled chicken. I have grilled chicken, the word grilled chicken highlighted, because I need to make sure I remember to buy chicken breast. I don't think I have any. So I need to buy that. So I just made a highlight there so I remember. The random arrow here is just for my pantry. I had to check to see if I had ranch dressing and Italian dressing because this pasta salad calls for a mixture of both, which does sound a little strange, but it makes sense. So I do have both of those. So I just double checked in my pantry. Another night, I'm going to make breaded pork chops. And actually, I have to purchase these too, the pork chops. So I'll have to get my highlighter and highlight that so I can make a running shopping list for when I run out midweek. So I'm going to do breaded pork chops just with regular breadcrumbs and egg and flour. And then I'm going to do fried green tomatoes alongside because, hello, I have tons of fried green tomatoes or tons of green tomatoes that I can make into fried green tomatoes from our garden. So I figured that would be a good way to use, I don't know, a handful of those up. And then I'll just do some onion rings that I just have the Alexia frozen onion rings. I'll bake those off, which will be good with the pork chops and the fried green tomatoes. So that's a fourth dinner idea. The fifth dinner idea with that sausage that I purchased from Walmart today, the Jimmy Dean. I might do one of the Olive Garden copycat recipes for one of their soups. They have two soups that use sausage. One is the zuppa toscana and one is the pasta fagioli. And I have done a cooking recipe on the Toscana soup. Also, for those who don't know, I did make a playlist for all my cooking videos, both before my cooking series started as well as the videos that are in my cooking series. So hopefully you can find where somewhere on my channel page that it says playlist. So you can find any of my cooking videos in that folder. I believe there's over 50 of them. Okay, so that's the fifth meal idea. So probably one of the two soups from Olive Garden. A sixth dinner idea, dinner with friends. We were actually supposed to go to dinner with friends tonight, but it didn't work out because of the weather. And we were going to be meeting them halfway, and they're coming from more of an area where the hurricane is going to hit. So we couldn't do dinner with friends tonight, so we decided to reschedule for next weekend. So that'll be a night I don't have to cook anything, which is great. And then lastly, meal number 7. I think I'm going to end up with enough leftovers to do 2 leftover nights this week, which is a little boring, but easy for me. Just because this hash brown casserole makes a lot, and then this soup makes a lot. So chances are I'll have one of these 2 left over. In that case, I'll do leftovers. If not, I will throw together a quick breakfast because that's always my go-to. So hopefully I explained that okay. And all I did on this board is transfer everything from here over to here. So again, just to recap, tomorrow, Sunday, we're having leftovers from tonight, which is that turkey, quote, quote, goulash in my crock pot. Then we're going to do one night the Canadian bacon hash brown casserole with eggs and fruit. Tuesday, I'm going to do the BLT pasta salad, or not Tuesday, just one day. Tuesday, or one of the days, I'm going to do BLT pasta salad with grilled chicken. One of the days, I'm going to do breaded pork chops, fried green tomatoes, and onion rings. Another night, we're going to do sausage soup, one of the Olive Garden copycat recipes. I don't know which yet. And then one night, again, breakfast or leftovers again. So, yes, a light, easy week. And that's fine. I see nothing wrong with that. I'm still going to be doing a good share of cooking. As far as the cooking videos go, I have a cooking video that I just have to edit and get up on my channel maybe Monday. That's I pre-filmed for shepherd's pie. And I haven't decided for my other cooking video if it's going to be something on here yet or something completely different because I do cook more than just dinner. I do miscellaneous things as far as meal prep for stuff for my lunches, to throw my husband's lunches. So I'm working on kind of doing a different concept, but I will still have 2 cooking series videos up next week. So I just don't know what the second one is going to be yet. So that is it, guys. That is how I sort of interactively meal plan. I know that might be confusing because I'm sort of thinking on paper, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of what my process is when I'm using stuff up before I go out and buy 4 or 5 different meats. So I hope you guys enjoyed the haul and the interactive meal plan. Have a great day, and I will see you guys all very soon. Bye.